Presiden Indonesia, Prabowo Subianto, mengeluarkan seruan tegas untuk gencatan senjata di Gaza dan Ukraina dalam pidatonya di hadapan para pemimpin dunia saat konferensi tingkat tinggi atau KTT G20 di Brasil. Dalam pidato yang penuh semangat, Prabowo menegaskan pentingnya kerjasama global untuk mendukung stabilitas dan perdamaian dunia. Prabowo menyampaikan bahwa konflik berkepanjangan di Gaza dan Ukraina tidak hanya berdampak pada kedua wilayah tersebut, tetapi juga memengaruhi kestabilan politik, ekonomi, dan kemanusiaan secara global. Ia menekankan bahwa negara-negara besar memiliki tanggung jawab moral untuk mengutamakan penyelesaian damai dan menghentikan kekerasan yang terus terjadi. Perdamaian adalah fondasi kemakmuran dunia. Konflik berkepanjangan tidak akan pernah membawa solusi. Saya mengajak seluruh pemimpin dunia yang hadir di sini untuk bersatu mendukung gencatan senjata, baik di Gaza maupun di Ukraina. Stabilitas dunia adalah tanggung jawab kita bersama, ujar Prabowo dalam pidatonya yang disambut tepuk tangan meriah dari para pemimpin dunia. Seruan ini menunjukkan sikap tegas Indonesia sebagai negara yang konsisten memperjuangkan perdamaian global. Prabowo juga mengusulkan agar negara-negara G20 mengambil langkah nyata, seperti memediasi dialog antar pihak yang bertikai, memberikan bantuan kemanusiaan, dan mendorong solusi diplomatik untuk mengakhiri konflik.
Thank you very much. It is my great honor today to address this G20 summit. This is my first summit. Your Excellency, President of the Federative Republic of Brazil, Mr. Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, esteemed leaders of the G20, heads of international organizations, distinguished invitees. I would like to express our sincere gratitude and highest appreciation to President Lula for his leadership and his guidance in advancing the aspirations of the Global South at the G20 this year. I would like also to emphasize and to commend President Lula for putting poverty and hunger as the focal point of this G20 session. I myself have just been elected president of the fourth largest country in the world. We have the fourth largest population. Therefore, hunger and poverty is for us a real issue, a day-to-day matter. We have still sizable percentage of our people below the poverty line. We also have 25% of our children going hungry every day. I was elected on the issue of poverty and hunger. Therefore, I'm very happy to be involved in this G20 summit. For countries like Indonesia, to overcome poverty and hunger is a matter of vital national interest. Therefore, in my budget, I spend a very high percentage for education because I believe that education will bring us out of poverty. Education can bring better life for our people. Free meals for our children is a vital part of our strategy. This is also part of empowering our young to be able to grasp the benefits of education. Hunger, we are very optimistic that we can overcome hunger in Indonesia. I plan to overcome food shortage in 3 years. We will be self-sufficient in 4 years. And in 5 years, we are confident we can contribute to the Global Alliance Against Poverty and Hunger. Distinguished guests, economic issues cannot be separated from geopolitical affairs and geopolitical issues. We have discussed the role of conflict in the present international landscape. Indonesia supports the Global South, and we also urge all countries of the G20 to address the issue of conflict. We urge urgently immediate ceasefire in Ukraine and in Gaza. Let us not hesitate to go forward and urge the participants in the region to achieve this ceasefire. For us, this is vital for the achievement of peace and stability. Only by peace and stability we can overcome poverty and hunger. We also urge countries of the G20 to use their collective strengths to strengthen multilateral efforts on this issue. Thank you.
Pidato Prabowo ini mendapat apresiasi dari banyak pihak, termasuk pemimpin negara-negara berkembang yang merasa bahwa suara mereka terwakili di forum internasional. Beberapa pemimpin dunia bahkan menyatakan dukungan mereka terhadap inisiatif yang diusulkan Prabowo, menganggap langkah tersebut sebagai wujud kepemimpinan Indonesia dalam menghadapi isu global. Dalam sidang KTT G20 ini, Prabowo juga menegaskan bahwa perdamaian bukanlah sekadar harapan, tetapi sebuah keharusan. Ia menutup pidatonya dengan mengajak seluruh dunia untuk bersatu dalam semangat kemanusiaan dan keadilan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Seruan ini mencerminkan komitmen Indonesia sebagai negara demokrasi terbesar ketiga di dunia yang terus mendorong dialog, toleransi, dan perdamaian sebagai prinsip dasar dalam hubungan internasional.
Antonio Guterres, Secretary General of the United Nations, Your Excellency President Mahmoud Abbas of the State of Palestine. On behalf of the government of Indonesia, I would like to thank Jordan, Egypt, and the United Nations for convening and hosting this crucial meeting. The government of Indonesia and the people of Indonesia express once again the strongest support for an independent and sovereign Palestine as the real solution to this conflict in Palestine and in Gaza. We look with the world today with horror, dismay, and astonishment at the fact that nations that consider themselves modern and civilized can perpetrate flagrant violations of international humanitarian law. The targeting of civilians and civilian infrastructure is in direct violation of the laws of modern warfare. We call on both sides to respect the laws of warfare. We call on all great powers to use their great influence to enforce the Convention of International Law. We call on the findings of the International Court of Justice to be enforced. The humanitarian catastrophe unfolding before our eyes must be addressed immediately. Indonesia was one of the first to support the proposals recently announced by the President of the United States, Mr. Biden. This calls for an immediate ceasefire and subsequent phases leading to a real and lasting solution to the Palestine issue. Indonesia is ready to contribute to all efforts that can lead to this ceasefire, this immediate ceasefire, and to take part in all the phases following such an immediate ceasefire. We will significantly increase our contributions to UNRWA and other immediate humanitarian assistance. We are ready to deploy more medical teams,
and a field hospital to operate in Gaza. We are also ready to once again deploy a hospital ship and also to deploy air assets to take part in airdrops when necessary. We are also willing to evacuate 1,000 patients to be treated in Indonesian hospitals and to be returned to Gaza once they recover and the situation in Gaza becomes normal. We are also willing to evacuate children and orphans to be given post-trauma treatment and schooling and to be returned back to Gaza when the situation becomes normal. Ladies and gentlemen, although we are willing to support and contribute to all these efforts, the final solution to this problem is a two-state solution. Only with a two-state solution, with Palestine and Israel living side by side in security and safety, can we resolve this problem. Thank you very much.